During this video, I will show you and talk about the 3 permission levels within Curriculum Track for your Curriculum Track users. So first of all, let's take a look at those a little bit more detail. There are 3 levels. There are curriculum admins, editors, and viewers. Curriculum admin should only have a few people in your school with this access, maybe 2 to 4. Typically you want to have more than one so that if something happens to that one, that there's other people kind of as a backup and so forth, or if they're gone for the day and some teachers are having some issues. You don't want to have too many more than that because they can do so much within the software. As I mentioned, curriculum admins have full access to Curriculum Track. They're able to add, update, and delete entire courses. So when I say delete, along with all their course content, and adding new courses, assigning teachers to courses. They have the ability to set up your curriculum mapping template. So when we look at the Curriculum Track template, we're referring to the fields within the map itself. They have the ability to edit the unit content of any course, regardless of whether they teach that course or not. So again, you only want to have a few people in your school have this access. Most of your teachers are going to be curriculum editors. As a curriculum editor, a teacher is able to add, update, and delete units in the courses attached to that teacher. They're also going to be able to view maps of all other courses. So they'll be able to edit the ones attached to them, view all others. And then the last level is the curriculum viewers. And we recommend this access for school visitors. So if you have someone coming for an accreditation visit as an example, this might be a nice access because it allows them to view the unit plans and maps for all of your courses, but does not allow them to edit them in any way. If you're a large school system with multiple teachers per section, and I know that some schools maybe have 2 or 3 teachers per section, I still think I'd make those teachers editors then. But if you're a large school system where maybe you have 12 teachers that are teaching 3rd grade science, you may want to make only one of those 12 teachers for 3rd grade a curriculum editor, and the other 11 curriculum viewers. That way, those 12 can kind of put their heads together, and then the curriculum editor can put in the content specifically, for that map itself in those district-defined fields. And curriculum viewers then still can enter their own resources and such, but they wouldn't have the ability to edit maybe the essential questions and the assessments and some of those things that you want to have defined for all 12 teachers that teach that course. To learn more about the difference between individual teacher fields and district fields, there's a video in our help manual area, and it's called District-Wide Fields versus Individual Teacher Fields. You may want to read that a bit closer, because what that allows you to do is your curriculum editors can define the district-wide fields and put the content in for all the teachers. But then if you have, again, multiple teachers that teach the same course, maybe there's some fields that you want individual teachers to put in their content. Again, it's in Toolbox. It's under Curriculum Mapping Functions. And if you scroll down to Toolbox Setup, you'll see this video right here. Might be a good one to watch if you're a large school system. So let's go ahead and take a look at permissions a little bit more closely. I'm logged in as a curriculum admin right now. So I have the ability to go into any course. This is a course I teach. Let's go to a course that I don't teach. And notice I have the ability to add time frames, and I have the ability to add units. I can delete out time frames and units and so forth. So I have full administrative access. So let's go back once again. I have the ability to edit the content in this unit, even though I don't teach it. By the way, this school has district fields, but notice they have some individual teacher fields as well, and so that video will get into the difference there. I have the ability also to add attachments and to attach benchmarks. I also, as an admin, have the ability to go to the add-on functions or add-on options within Curriculum Track and turn those on or off. This whole admin area here is something that curriculum admin folks have that curriculum editors do not have. They have the ability to manage the courses database, add courses, update courses, delete those courses, rename courses, pretty much import courses, export them, do anything related to courses. They also have the ability to change your utilities. They have the ability to work in the setup areas. So this is what I talked about earlier where they could manage the template. So here's the fields that are currently in our units. They have the ability to add, update, and delete those fields. So again, hopefully you're seeing why we don't want just anybody to have that access. They have the ability to add date-driven announcements. So I could put in announcements with some pictures or a graphic if I wanted, put a start and end date, and that would appear in this area for every one of the teachers. They have the ability to go to the unit plan backups just in case a teacher deletes a unit by accident. They could come back in here and find that unit as it existed 2, 3, 4 days ago or 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, and so forth. And they also have the ability to see the invoices and actually to pay those invoices right from within here as well. Just a quick note, you'll notice the users database and then the support center. Those are functions that we recommend that you add for your curriculum admin folks. But it is not automatic. Just because they're a curriculum admin doesn't mean they're going to have access to those. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go to the users database and let's just pull up someone, pull up Mike Vanderburg, and let's click edit by his name. Notice that he is a curriculum editor, but we can allow him to submit support tickets yet by clicking on this. And we can allow him to add, update, and delete all users by doing this. That being said, a general rule of thumb is I would not check these two things for curriculum editors or curriculum, certainly not for curriculum viewers, and but have these two checked for curriculum admins. So now let's go ahead and log out and let's take a look at what this looks like if I log in as a curriculum editor instead. So now I'm logged in as a curriculum editor instead, Mike Vanderburg, and notice that I have the ability to go into my courses and I can edit timeframes and units, I can edit units, I can attach unit resources, I can attach benchmarks. And that's because I teach this course. But if I go to a course that I don't teach, notice I have viewing access to this unit, but I don't have the ability to edit any of the content in there, and that's because I'm a curriculum editor. I still have access to view benchmarks. I still have access to view course content, curriculum maps from other schools, and unit plans from teachers in other schools, and any extra content that our school might have purchased. I have full access to the reports. Notice in the admin area, that's because Mike Vanderburg was given access to the user's database. But notice he doesn't have access to all the other tools. And in fact, if we would turn off his user database access, he wouldn't even see this admin link right here. And notice that he doesn't have access to the support because that's not turned on for him. So in general, the curriculum editors are not going to be able to have access to all these other admin tools that we just showed in the admin access. Finally, let's go to a curriculum viewer. In fact, let's go ahead and just change my access to that. Since I have that access anyway, we'll go in here And let's make me a curriculum viewer, and let's take away the user accounts administration as well. So now notice I don't have that user administration anymore. As a viewer, I have the ability to go into any of these maps. And sorry, let's go ahead and click here. Notice I don't have the ability to add, to edit the time frames and units. I do have the ability to edit this unit, but not in the district fields, only the individual teacher fields. So if you're a smaller school and you don't set up individual teacher fields, they would not be able to do this. And again, it's only in the courses that that teacher teaches. So they can't add new units, delete units out, and so forth. And now if I go to a course that I don't teach, I don't even have that access. And so again, if it's a course that you teach, so let's go there once again, go to a course that I teach, I have the ability to have these two icons, but only for individual teacher fields. So if you don't set up any individual teacher fields and they're all district fields, then a curriculum viewer will not be able to edit any units. This now concludes this video on permissions.